So anyway, I think it's almost 10 a.m. And then I think we can start this session. So our topic today is about GeoGPT. For your information, last time I met this speaker, and of course, Dr. Jaward Bah. He introduced myself and Prof. Rashid in the one of restaurant in Japan for GPGU meeting, and the topic is quite interesting. I said, "Hey, it's not ChatGPT but GeoGPT." So today, I believe Prof. Hongyang and Jaward Bah will promote to us what's meant by GeoGPT, and then topic given is about an open AI system for geoscientists or geologists and related maybe to our community. So, Prof, I think I pass to you, and then we can allow people to ask the question. Maybe we can put in the chat box, and then is really urgent, maybe anyone can unmute. I'm not sure, but I prefer to make sure that Prof. Hongyang can deliver his presentation first, and then we compile all the question in the chat box, and then maybe I can read one by one, and then followed by Dr. Jaward Bah to demo some application or maybe how to use the GeoGPT, right? So okay, Prof, the floor is yours. You can start your presentation.
Okay.
Okay, you share the screen. Okay, full
Okay.
presentation. All
It's
right.
okay.
Okay, Prof.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, very happy we have a chance to meet it in Japan for Japan GPGU. Yes. At that time, thank you so much to visit our booth, and I'm very happy to have a chance to introduce GeoGPT to all of the experts to join this online meeting. So GeoGPT is an open large language model system for geoscientists. I'm Hongyang Chen from Zhejiang Lab, and now I'm leading this GeoGPT team. So I will introduce three parts. First one is the GeoGPT overview, and then the technical capabilities for GeoGPT. And finally, we'll introduce some interesting case for GeoGPT in which we cooperate with some experts from geoscientists and to find how GeoGPT can help them for the research. First part is GeoGPT overview. So GeoGPT is a large language model system for geoscientists. So you know the ChatGPT. GPT means the generator pre-training transformer. So transformer is a very interesting architecture, which is plays important role in the large language models. Google funded these architectures, and for this project, it is inspired by DDE mission. DDE means Deep Digital Earth. It is an international project funded by the Chinese experts. So inspired by DDE's mission vision, GeoGPT originated from the Yunqi Engineering Academy, which is located in Hangzhou, China, and now is led by Zhejiang Lab. Zhejiang Lab is a non-profit lab in Zhejiang. GeoGPT is an open source, non-profit global geoscience research project aiming to promote the open science principles of cooperation, sharing, and co-constructions. So it is follow the open science principles. We open this model, including the model parameter, some code, and also the data resource. And we hope this GeoGPT will be an innovative tool for transforming the geoscience research. And this page shows the GeoGPT overall architecture. So as you know, we have the foundation model like DeepSeek. DeepSeek also is funded in Hangzhou company, and they have another foundation model, Queen. Queen means is created by the Alibaba Cloud. Is also open source foundation model, and the Mistral is from Europe. Llama, as you know, from American. And the 021 is a scientific-based foundation model created by our library, Zhejiang Lab. So we have this all kinds of foundation models. Based on the foundation model, we wanted to create a geo foundation model because the normal foundation model cannot be used to solve some like a geoscience problem. As you know, the research problem is more complicated than the chart. So we wanted to know, based on the foundation model, how we can construct the geo foundation model. And when the name of the geo foundation model means it is a fundamental model for the geoscientists, so it can do some general AI capability for geoscientists, for geosociety. And based on this open source foundation model, we can include the geoscience open data, and also can do the fine tuning and the reinforcement learnings. So we can do a continuous pre-training, fine tuning, and the reinforcement learning based on the foundation model. And based on these different foundation model, we can give the user their own selections. Like if they don't want to use Queen, you can select Llama or Mistral, and also can select DeepSeek. And when we created the geo foundation model, we have a different size, like 72B size. This B means billion. So we have this 72 billion parameters. It's a very large size foundation model. And based on foundation model, we can further create research tools. We have this kind of research tool like literature reading. So GeoGPT can be used to help you read the paper. We will show it in the demo. And also data extraction. Data extraction means when you have the data, when to extract from the PDF files, like papers or books. Always this kind of data is published by the table or figures. And normally, for the human, they need to copy it from PDF files and into your own Excel or database. It is very time consuming. And now, based on large model, the model can automatically extract the data from PDF files. When the PDF file uploaded to the GeoGPT, it will be marked down automatically, and the text, equation, and the figure will be divided. And the model can extract the equation, extract the data from the table, from figures with very high accuracy, and also save a lot of times. So it is an interesting tool. And we also have a tool to create a knowledge graph. The model can generate a knowledge graph, and the human, just experts, can have a final check and modify if some node or edge is not correct. And for the map, we now have the map generate and the map chart. Map generate means when you upload some basic map, the model, you can ask the model to generate some professional maps, like a geological map. And when you upload the geology map or other maps, you can chat with the map just using the language. So use the natural language, you ask the model to describe a very professional geology map. And then the model will output. And we also have the ID generation and other research tools. So this picture shows the GeoGPT overall architecture. As you know, when we build a large language model, the data is very important. We do the fine tuning. Fine tuning means we use some question and answers. This QA piece is created by the domain experts. So from July 2023, more than 25 institutions, university, and 500 geoscientist experts have been modified and participated in co-building these training data sets for the fine-tuning. So a lot of experts came to the Zhejiang lab. We worked together for 2 times, and totally we create around 112,000 QLPS. This QLPS is a human expert knowledge. This human expert knowledge will be used for fine-tuning a model. So it's very important to improve the model performance. And we also using some public geoscience data for the continuous pre-trainings. So we know for the normal model like Llama, GPT-4 or GPT-3, they have a very interesting and important open data sets for the data sets named the common core. But in the common core, how we can find the data sets related to the geoscientists? We use in a geoscience corpus many methods. So we create the geo-knowledge graph. This knowledge graph used for the topic-based fielding. And based on topic-based fielding, we can find the high-quality, diversified training data from the common core. So now we already have 114 billion geoscience corpus minings. This geoscience-related open data sets will be used for the continuous pre-training. So as I said, we already have a traditional foundation model like the Llama Queen. And based on the foundation model we use in this 114 billion geoscience corpus data sets to the continuous pre-trainings. It means like a high school student, right? Assume a high school student is good for the math, for the chemistry, for all for the related knowledges. When he join university for the bachelor for the geoscience, so we need to continue learnings, continue reading some papers, some text, and to learn a lot of knowledge of geoscientists. So similarly, we're using the data sets to continue pre-training our foundation model. And we also respect intellectual property rights and only using the OA papers with CC BY or CC BY NC license. So we open access paper license filtering by the journal and publishers. So we only use this kind of open access data, open access journal and papers for the trainings. And GeoGPT is committed to open science. We have open model weights, open data source, and also open log and embedding to the GitHub Hugging Face and the model scope. So we respect the open science principle for the collaboration, sharing, and conversations. So the experts, the geoscientists from all over the world can download the model weights, data source, and from the GitHub or Hugging Face. You can install in your own computing resource to construct the models. We also construct the GeoGPT governance committee to address critical concerns like data compliance, legal issues, data security, privacy, and standards. We organize a GeoGPT governance committee. The GC chair include John Ludden and Richard. They are very famous in these areas. John is the previous IGC president. And the responsibility of this committee include ensuring a project complies with the legal and operational standards. And also we ask the GC to provide transparency to users and the stakeholders to give us some suggestions or ideas, and promoting the cooperation with the different international entities. Now I will introduce the GeoGPT technical capabilities. As I said, this is our product front pages. So model upgrade. Now the user can flexible to select the foundation model based on user needs. So as can see in this figure, when you logged in the GeoGPT, you can select the model you liked, like DeepSeek, R1 based GeoGPT, or Queen based GeoGPT, or Llama, or GeoGPT R1 preview. It is our own reasoning model. So we support the user to flexible switch the foundation model. And for the literature reading, it is support scientific literature reading assistant to help research improve reading efficiency. The core features including the supports the summarizing, translating, and highlight the select text and formats. So as shown in this picture, when you upload the picture to the model, then can click here the full text translation. It can translate for different language, like from English to Chinese to English, or to English to Japanese, Germany, Russia, and other languages. And also can automatic recognition of images and tables, just like here. Previously, we needed to copy the PDF file, copy this table to your own documents. It's a little complicated. Now just click it, then this table will be extracted, as shown in this slide. Then you can download it to construct data sets or database. And we support extracting data from the tables and the full text translation, and also support the screenshot questions. And also you can just ask the question for these papers. Like ask the model to summarize the paper, ask the model to ask some question related to these papers. So it will be help research to improve reading efficiency. And for my library, it enables you can upload your own interesting paper to the My Documents. In this My Documents is your own interest paper. Like you want to read 5 or 10 papers. This paper, when you upload, it will connect to the GeoGPT. Then you can ask a question related to these papers, and it will give you very interesting answers. And note, these papers will not be used for training the model. And you also can do like document parsing, just ask model to extract the data from all of the paper you want to read or want to extract. And this paper can connect to the GeoGPT like the log, and to reduce the effect of the hallucinations. So it can improve the answer accuracy, proficiency of the GeoGPT based on your own reader papers. So it is like my library, or you can construct your own GeoGPT. And this one is for the hypothesis generations. So like the humans, like a master student, they want to write the master thesis. They first need to find a good question. How to find a good question is interesting and important for research. So now our model will assist to do the hypothesis generation. The core capabilities is first using the literature database. It uses the deeper semantic extraction and indexing, and also using the citation indexing to do the multi-route literature search. And then after that, the model will drive interactive idea generate. So it is a multi-agent framework. As shown in the picture, we can do that to the user can just give a scientific problem background, and the model will be do the intended recognitions, and will search to do the search related database, and after that we'll do the multi-agent based hypothesis generation. So it will do information retrieval, hypothesis optimization, hypothesis generation, hypothesis evaluation, and refinings. So it is a closed loop. After that, it will output the results. So you just ask a question, a topic, a subtopic of your interest. Then the model will give you or output some hypotheses, like 5 or 10 hypotheses. And then the human can check it. If you think this one is good, then you can, based on the output of the large model, you can further refine the hypothesis by your own knowledge. And then step by step, it will give you interesting, inspire your inspiring scientific idea. And we also have the GeoDeep discovery. GeoDeep discovery, the core objective is it integrates multiple sources of knowledge and automates research to help research focus on innovative research and improve the efficiency. Improved logic is it stimulates human research on new topics and automate retrieval and reasoning. Iterative research papers, web pages using a Google search, document database, your own database, and perform in deepest document parsing. And the slow learning while searching can generate in deepest reports. So just like a master student or a PhD student wanted to write a research proposal or research plan or a technical report, the user can just input the topic. And then after that, the model will do the topic analysis and reasoning. And after that, the model will do the research plan formulation, revisions. And furthermore, research direction decompositions. And it will search related papers, related database, and your own documents. And finally write a final report, like formal introduction, to do the experiments, and finally do the conclusions. So a draft of technical report will be generated by the GeoDeep discovery. And obviously, the user can ask the model to include your own works, like you have already write some tables, you already have some data sets, have some results. It also can be included in the technical report to be a more professional report. And this case is about the GeoGPT for maps. So the geological map challenge is the data complexity and the tool limitations, also the interpretation barriers. So now we have the GeoGPT to do the data map chart. From the left side, it means the it shows the geological map coordinate extractions. So we can just click some points, then the related map coordinate will be tried and shown in these tables. So it constructs multiple level analysis of spatial information depicted in geological maps and can precisely locate mapped content and accurately extract sample location data from geological maps, and also can perform the multimodal composition analysis of geological maps using natural language QAs. So when you upload a professional geological map, then just ask the model to describe these maps. And as shown in this sentence, it will give a detailed information about these maps. Just like an expert to read this map, and it will give the legend information and other information, spatial understanding, completeness of these geological maps. So cooperated with the China Geological Survey, we enhanced this tool for the geological maps, enabling the coordinated extraction, conversational QA, and efficiently generate geological maps through the conversational interactions, just using the natural language. And we cooperate with the strategy and GIS analyst for NIGLA. It significantly improved his work efficiency. by using the GeoGPT platform tools. He published a paper, especially sharing his experience. So he said that the traditional geological map generation tools involve complex process and steep learning curves, requiring systematic training and extensive experience skills. Not all geoscientists oppose. And a large language model like GeoGPT revolutionize this field by enabling text-based interactive geological map generation. And at the EGU, GeoGPT has already publicly released, and by now we totally have more than 35K users from all over the world. When we go to the EGU, the first day, it is very popular in our booth. We join over 1,000 registrations. And as I say, total user now is 35,000. And the experts praised it as innovative and impactful for geosciences. So as a global large language system, GeoGPT gained widespread recognition and acclaim. Multiple institutions, universities, organizations expressed cooperation interest during the conference. And for the third part, I will show some our cooperation case with the international experts. The first one is the cooperation quest to unlock the Earth's ancient past. We cooperate with the Professor Jim Auger, who is from the Purdue University, and also with the research from the University of Kansas, construct a paleontological fossil database to provide extensive data support for paleontological research. And the scientific problem is study the changes in species diversity within the fossil record, explore patterns of species evolution, and identify the key driving factors in the evolutionary process. So we need to do the information extractions. GeoGPT team cooperate with the geoscience experts to extract the paleontological data from the geoscience treaties. So as we can see, we need to extract from these books, from the text, and we also want to extract the data from like these complex tables. So in the before, by hands is almost impossible. But now, by the GeoGPT, the model can automatically do this kind of information extraction with high accuracy. It saves a large number of times. And the third is the construction of database. After we extract the data from the documents, we develop a pipeline for information extraction and professional tools to import the construction of the paleontological database in the field of the paleontology. So we can construct the database. And we have dual geo lakes. It includes a database with registration system for geoformation, Portugal's history within teams. And this work, we also have show the results at the AGO in last year. In order to populate the database, information needs to be extracted and put into an organized form with the huge PDF fields. And we also currently working with the professor from the University of Kansas to do more pages to construct a more important database by the GeoGPT. So this picture shows Professor Jim, and this is Professor Bruce, and this is our teams. Case study 2 is about the spatial temporary province evolution and the deeper material transformation of magnetic rocks. We work with Professor Wang Tao who is from the Chinese Academy of Geological Science. We do like the scientific question, data fusion, and also do the data visualization analysis. And this data can be displayed in the spatial patterns to the spatial analysis. And we also can provide the data-driven interaction and visualizations. So Professor Wang Tao say, GeoGPT provides a one-stop service to help research quickly grasp the forefront of the field and define the research direction. It's especially beneficial for young scholars and students, enabling them to complete in a short time what the professor took over a year in research proposal preparation, significantly enhancing the research efficiency. And this case is how we do the model-driven paleontological classification key. We working with the Dr. Mike, who is the foundation chair of the DDE. Professor Stevenson and the geology team cultivate a paleontological classification tool, expanding the spore classification from those to 200 species. We sell a GeoGPT research workbench. Results are shared worldwide, allowing Africa geoscience research to use this tool for their studies. So as shown, we can reason a paleontological classification issues and jointly building the classification tools. And Mike also sharing this tool with the GeoGPT to the Africa research and other regions. And now many African scientists are using the GeoGPT, using this tool. So he said GeoGPT may be of special use in countries in Africa where accessing reference materials is difficult. And the science also reports, they say, GeoGPT can significantly contribute to advancing international cooperation and data-driven geological research. So beyond the boundaries, GeoGPT is evolution in geosciences. It is science reports. So as shown in this picture, you can scan and register GeoGPT. As I said, it's an open source and a non-profit project. Everyone can use it, and also can visit the website to use GeoGPT. Okay, thank you so much. This is my talk.
Okay, Prof. Thank you very much. So I think we have maximum participant under GSM Zoom capacity is 100 actually. So now we have in Zoom room around 100 participant. So I open to anyone that's like to have any question first. And then maybe Jaward Bah, we can use this link to register. Okay, so maybe we open to question first, and then I believe from the poster that Dr. Jaward Bah will demo some of application. So I open to audience first lah. Any question from participant, or start with the Mr. Philip?
Okay, not exactly a question, but just some comments. Professor Chen, congratulations. I think this is an excellent tool. As soon as I saw the information leaflet, I registered and tried it out. And it's actually pretty impressive. I'm a paleontologist by background. So I asked it a question about the environment of deposition for Trochamina macrescens. So it actually came up with the right answer and even gave me an association with another species that typically occurs together. That's Miliamina fusca. So if you like, we could actually post the question and see the results. Otherwise, I have captured the extract. So I noticed from your case studies that there are two paleontological case studies. So that may be the reason why the paleo question I posted came out so nicely.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. I think if you have any suggestion or cooperation, we are very opening and welcome. We can even because it's also call for contribution for this GeoGPT. GeoGPT is not owned by ourselves; it's owned by all of the societies. So you are also the cooperation and the contributor of this GeoGPT. So as the professor mentioned, maybe he is interested in some problem of how to solve the environment. If I understand correctly, and for the environment, if you have any idea, like to create a we work together to create some agent or some tool. We are very happy and open. So you can, if you have any suggestion, you can just send us email, or we can have more details discussions later to how we can work together.
I'll
Okay,
keep that
thank
in
you.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Prof, one question from Zelina Ibrahim. Can we download to our computer this GeoGPT, Prof?
Yes, as I said, we have already opened the model weights and also some resource, some data source. So you can download the model weights and also install it by your own self. But the model size currently is a lot large, 72 billions. So maybe you need some several GPU chips. If you have some several GPU, you can install by yourselves. Otherwise, you can use our online system because it's also open and free. Everyone can use it. Yeah.
Okay. I think Dr. Jaward Bah, you like to start your demo, but maybe we give few
Yeah.
more
Oh,
time for
yeah.
question from participant. Yeah, Prof.
Professor, I see you have any interesting questions. He said, will local documents uploaded into the GeoGPT be used to further train the models? As I said, any documents, your own documents uploaded will not be used for training. It is used for your own using only, and also we are not sharing to other users. So it is your privacy documents. We will not use for training the model, and also will not be used for sharing by other users. Yeah.
Thank you, Faris, for the question. Don't forget to fill out the form in chat box for attendance. And I think Dr. Jawab also share the link to open the GeoGPT. Anyone would like to ask more question? You can unmute if you have any question.
Sorry, Professor. My name is Zainuddin. I'm just trying to get into the online registration here. Just the number there is plus 86. I can't put in my own number. I'm in Malaysia. I registered through the email, and then I got the verification code, and then it adds mobile phone number login. So I can't get it. So just leave it as it is, or just I still need that handphone number again, or can I just go through the email? I mean, verify through the. It needs twice. It needs to be registered like twice. First is through the email, and then now
for
I get
overseas
another phone.
users.
Yeah, for overseas though, I don't need the handphone verification. I suppose. I'm sorry. Yeah, just a question. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For overseas users, it's better to use the email because
Yeah.
it doesn't support the local phone number. Like people within China can use the phone number to register, but overseas users, usually it's the email. Yeah.
Okay.
Just want to confirm that. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Prof Chen, we have a new question from Chong. Are there any future plan to release quantities version of the model? I'm not really sure this question. Jawabah, maybe you can answer it.
Are there any
Oh,
future
I know.
plans?
I know his questions.
Okay, good.
He means if we can release a small sized models. Yes, like we wanted to we do some to reduce the size like the 7Bs, right? If it is small, then I think this professor wanted to install in his own computers. We will do it later when we have a small size. We will also release in the GitHub and the Hugging Face. Yes. Thank you. Also, we will develop the app in so mobile phone size also can use it. And he mentioned the correlated models with reduced size. We also want to try to do it later. Yes. Thank you for your suggestion.
Moderator, I have a question.
Yeah,
Okay.
proceed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure whether the data from this GeoGPT can be used in any legal arbitration.
You mean the
In court?
Court or arbitration?
courts evaluation? For the data sets, we just using some open data sets, right? And this open set is already trained and included in GeoGPT. And you mean for which data sets can be used?
No. For example, if we have any court case on any of the geological project or what, and then we bring this GeoGPT data to the arbitration or to the court, whether the court can accept this GPT data or not.
Jawad, do you
I
understand
don't
this
think
question?
I don't think so.
I understand the question a bit. Yeah, Rosley, right? Actually, the data used to train GeoGPT are all open access. So the copyright law we don't have any copyright law issue. And another thing is we strongly encourage users to use GeoGPT for geoscience purposes. So in terms of court arbitration, it depends on the court's law, whether they accept this kind of data or not. Yeah, it's also generally with every other kinds of AI model. We cannot actually ascertain whether the court will accept this or not. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Prof, one more question, Prof.
Yes,
For
I
GIS.
read this question. For GIS, yes, currently we are also working with MapGIS. MapGIS is a local company in China. So we will include more functions, more tools for GeoGPT connected to GIS. I think maybe at the end of this year, more functions will be released based on GeoGPT connected to GIS. You will find you can follow it when we update the model. Thank you so much.
Maybe after this.
Currently GPT for the geos, we have some very initial functions, but later, I think at the end of this year, we will include more functions. Now we are working with MapGIS companies. Yes.
Maybe Jaward Bah, you will demo after this, Doctor?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Related to
Yeah.
GIS.
Let me go ahead with the demo.
Yeah, I think so. Participant, I believe you can put your question and then we can get ready while Dr. Jaward Bah present his demo session. Please proceed, Doctor.
Okay. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah, it start now. All right, good. Proceed.
Okay, let me just mute this and then go ahead. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning or good day. I'll be presenting how to actually use GeoGPT to everyone so that we can be very familiar with the platform itself. And in order to start, I will encourage, if you've not registered, maybe you can go to the link. I already sent it in the chat section. You can register, and for me, I've already registered, so you can start with get started. To register, you can use your email. Okay, this is the general interface of GeoGPT itself, meaning you have here on this left pane, we have like what you've done recently, your recent chats, and also you have my library where you actually will upload your document, and here you have your set of tools. And we hope in the future to design more tools. That's why Professor Chen Hongyang, was trying to say we are open to collaboration. So if you think anything is very useful for your work in terms of like in the geosciences, you can collaborate with us. You can tell us your need and we can all work together. And if you actually want to know how to use GeoGPT well, I will strongly suggest you go to the user manual. You just open here. And once you go to the user manual, you will find that we have a detailed explanation of everything. You just need to take your time slowly to go over it. Okay. So far here we have like my library. Let's start first with the general interface. The general interface without working with anything on the left side. Here you can do like other normal models, but GeoGPT is trained to specialize more in geosciences, but you can still use it for your daily simple work because these models, GeoGPT is fine-tuned on already models that are very good in answering so many other questions. So here users can always type whatever you want to know, and you have option to choose which model you want, whichever one you are familiar with. Some of them give you thinking capability because sometimes it's good like to see how it think. Like for this, the DeepSeek with complex, we also have the GeoGPT R1 model that helps you to do deep thinking. But these ones maybe it doesn't need too much of, they don't need thinking. And another thing also, you can use the deep discovery function that helps you to write maybe some sort of reports. For example, you can put the deep discovery here and you can ask it to write a report for me on whatever topic. Let's say write a report about the geological society in Malaysia. Yeah. But you can try to be more specific because if you want a large language model to give you a better answer, it's always good to prompt it well. Like this is very general, but it can still help you. Like for instance, I will go through my summary because it's better to use these ones, some previous questions that I've asked before using the deep discovery so that you see how it works. For instance, first I tell me something about Malaysia Geological Society. So it will go through a lot of references. Okay, I think I will do the last one I did. So because let's use time efficiently. Okay. Okay, this was a question I asked: coastal erosion and climate change impact in Malaysia. I try to ask it I give it enough knowledge to know. Then I said, write a report on this for me using the deep discovery function. So once you use that deep discovery function, it's going to start processing and it will show you the activities. You see, it starts, start deep discovery. It shows you what it's doing and where it gets its information, the sources. It gives you clearly where it gets the source and tells you each step. Then you can even click here and see all the references it took to compile the report. Then it gives you the introduction, it gives you the table of content and gives you several information onto the conclusion, and you can simply download. So this is in cases where maybe you have an assignment or you have some reports to do, but it's always encouraged. Whatever the large language model gives to you, you say all content is generated by GeoGPT. We cannot guarantee the accuracy and completeness. So you need to review. You need to review it, but it's an assistant. It helps you to do your work. So this is the function of the deep discovery. This is for the general charts plane. So we have what we call the My Library. My Library is where you have access to upload and download your own documents. You can, for example, here, you can add your own folder. Maybe you want to separate the folders. You just don't want to dump everything into just one folder. So you can name the folder and then you put the papers there. Here also, you see my papers. These are transfer files. So here in my current document, I have these uploaded files. You can always upload here. You can upload files, you can upload folders. For example, if I want to upload files, you see, it can take me directly to my local directory here. You see, these are demo files. I can just try to upload something small. Let's say I upload this one. You can just upload. It's gonna take some time to process. You upload it. It's gonna show you the process, how it's gonna upload. Then you have a lot of documents you've uploaded. And you can also directly interact with documents here. For instance, sometimes we need to read literature and we need to interact with our documents, but we don't want to copy and paste. We don't want to always print things out. It also saves you a lot of energy and saves you money. So I can just click here directly. I just click on that particular document. I can ask it to, for example, here, I just ask it, generally when you click on it, it gives you a prompt to like, please summarize the document. Oh, no, I think we are still on deep discovery here. Sorry. Let me change the model because this is thinking. Okay. Okay, let me just open a new chat. Oh, yeah. So like I was saying just now, to follow up, you click on a particular document. It goes ahead. You see, this is the document now. Now I want to interact with this document. I can stop. Let's say you can ask it to summarize the whole document for you. Or you can start from the first part, wherein maybe we can do a full translation of this whole document of these 7 pages. So you can just click here, say full translate, but first try to make sure you know the languages. It auto detect whatever language, let's say it's a Malaysian language you want to translate to English. So, but we have like the languages it supports for the time being. So now we support Chinese, English, French, Dutch, and Espanol, Italian, and Japanese. Yeah. So for instance, here, let's say if I want to translate to French, then you can just do the full text translation. You wait for it and it slowly processes. As you see, it's already changing. You see, it's already changing. It's already changing. It will change the whole document. And once it's done, you can simply download. Let's say we close the full translation. What is this snip and ask? For instance, I just want to understand this part, right? I'll just come here. Then let's say I do for the abstract, snap this part. You can ask it to explain. You can ask it you can ask GeoGPT to do something. You see, for instance, it's already here. So you can interact with it. You can ask it whatever question with regards that particular area. We also have several functions of like, but later I will show you. Okay, let's take step by step. So this is my library. This is just the whole function. And your library also have your saved documents, your saved figures. For instance, if you're reading a paper, you want to save some important figures, you can always save them. And whenever you come, you can always reference them here. And you also have like a list of tables you've done before. I will show you how to save these things later. So this is a function given to you that maybe these big large language models usually doesn't have, that GeoGPT provide for you. So it's like your own personal assistant that helps you to do all this work in a very simple way. Okay, we have several tools. Go back. Sorry, it takes some time to go back. Okay, let me just open here. We have several tools. So far, some tools are open to the public and some tools we are still working on them. But if you want to use them, we will encourage you also to write an email. We have like to support geogpt.com.org. You can ask for access to some tools because some tools are not yet open and some tools are still in the beta function there. We are developing it further. So let's see what is the extractor tool. What exactly does the extractor do? You can add your document, but for demo purpose, let's say, because I have a function here that shows me I can just use one. You can upload your own documents. What it does, it's kind of like help you to extract information, to extract tables. But I will go back. Let me upload my own document for myself. And I upload this one. I am gonna upload this document, and it extracts all the list of tables in this particular document. Or you can as well, you can always add documents, more documents, and try to extract all the information from it. And you can review. When I mean review, you can get where does the source, where it is from. For example, I click here, you see this table. This is the table from that paper. You see, this is the table. Then you can ask it again, okay, where is this? I don't know where table 5 is. It gets you directly to table 5 in that particular document. You see this, it goes down to table 5. It's highlighted for you. So this is the function of the extractor. Okay. And basically the extraction, you can also work directly with your library to do this kind of things for you by asking it to, let's say just now I open this document. I will show exactly again. This, for example, extract, I want to ask it to extract a table for me. Where is this table? Okay, we also have another function called the OCR. OCR is like just taking also the same thing, just extracting these table information for you, and you can always also save them. This is the function of the extractor. Extractor, you can see your recent extraction. Just now, it told you the time that you did the extraction. You can always delete. You can always delete, and or view what you did. So it keeps track of your previous work. So sometimes some people might be reading papers. They always like to highlight and mark. Okay, what is the reader function? The reader function also, we use the same document. We upload. We try to read and interact with it. I think I've already shown that before. Like, for example, I really don't understand this paragraph. I want it to explain further to me. So I'll just, if I want to translate, I can ask it to just translate this highlighted section, or I can ask it to explain. I can ask GeoGPT a question. Explain, that means you just ask it to explain. You're already given it. Ask GeoGPT means you can ask it whatever you want. For example, it's already highlighted this section. So here you can type now what kind of information you need from this particular paragraph, and then it can explain to you in depth. Like I don't understand this clearly. Please elaborate for me. You see, so it's gonna generate and tell you exactly this in detail. If you were reading and maybe you don't understand what is 2D morphology, 3D, yeah, it can explain to you further. So this is what the reader does. The reader makes it very simple for you to interact with a paper. You can even highlight. You see, you can highlight things in your paper. Later, you can always come back and reference. And I said before, you can save. For example, you see this figure, I can save it. I can save this figure. Save to my figure successful. Later, we are going to take a look. Save. Okay, now you can go to my library. Then you go to my figures, and you found out that we save these things. You see, they are now in your own personal library. Because sometimes maybe you want to save some important figures, then you keep them in your library. Okay, that is the reader. The KG is a knowledge graph, but it's not yet open. So I think maybe in order to save time to show the others, let's show the idea generator, which I think is very useful towards your research. This is what also Professor Chen was explaining. You have an idea hypothesis generator, meaning let's say you want to do research. Possibly you have a tons of paper you need to download, and you need to go through all these papers. It might be very challenging to read every paper step by step, but in your library, and currently GeoGPT have a bunch of papers in the library, but you can also always choose, let's say if you have a folder, so that it can go through your folder of papers, your own literature review, then you ask it to generate ideas. It's going to use those papers. But for instance, previously, what I did was I wanted to do a research on, I think I can repeat the same question again. Let me go back. Yes. I can repeat the same question. Okay, this one I want to do a research on the. I think I can copy this one. Oh, let's go back. Oh, it's not copying. Okay, let me just type it quick. I want to do a research on the geological evolution of pain. Sometimes you don't need to also worry too much about the typo because large language model will help you go through. These are just sample in the system. So what I did was this, I want to do a research on this. So it's gonna generate some ideas for me, but this usually takes time. I want us to be a little patient so that we can actually see the step. But here we already state the step. Step one is you try to enter enough information so that it knows what to do. Because in getting the best out from large language model is your prompting. You need to prompt it well, give it enough background information, not just dump, but something you also think a bit. So it does start first with this, then it's gonna extract the entities, okay? Initial ideas, it generates these ideas for you. You can always edit the ideas. For example, okay, maybe this sentence is not okay. I can delete it. I can delete this one, or it's too much. You can, or maybe this idea, let me say this one. Okay, I don't need a geohazard and risk assessment. Okay, I don't need sedimentary basins and hydro. So I'm gonna delete this as part of my idea. So now I only have 4 generated hypotheses. You can also add yours. Maybe the model did not think about it. You can add yours. Then later it's gonna extract the entities. So it goes to the next from this generated initial ideas. Okay, these keywords are a lot. Maybe I don't need this Indo-Australian plate. Okay, I don't need this Philippine sea plate. I just need these ones. Okay, you can go to next. Then it's gonna retrieve the literature for you. So these are the literature where it gets its information. As you can see, a bunch of literature. Maybe it's also from your own library. Yeah, then you ask it to generate ideas for you. It's going to generate the ideas, and then you are also allowed to refine it. So like we often say, we emphasize, it's your own personal assistant helping you to make life very simple for you. Yeah. It takes some time because obviously it's going through a lot of iteration, a lot of iterative process. But I wanted you guys to see it so that you can actually have a real feel of it. Unfortunately, this one, I think if you want to use it, mostly you need to forward a request to the GeoGPT team and you can have access to it. But it's taking a second time. Okay, so finally here we have generated the ideas. Again, you can always refine. Maybe the ideas here are a lot. I want to delete some. You can keep going, delete some ideas you don't want. After you read, then you finally tell it, okay, the next step now is to refine the ideas, and then it's gonna write you a report. These are the references. It shows you where it gets its references. Yeah. So these are also other tools, like we have the map chart, the map generator, the 3D Earth, we have taxonomy assistance. Yeah, I will show later the map chart and maybe map generator. And then with regards to the others, possibly we can take a look at the user manual. It does have enough information that you can use. Oh, this is taking some time. Can I go to, okay, let me use another pen. Okay, so because the ideas, we have several ideas, it's a lot, and it's also gonna generate for you a report. So you expect it to take a long time. So finally, these are all the 3 ideas it generates, and now you can generate the literature review report. which will generate for you, and then later we can say you open it. I decided to choose the second one just randomly. Yeah. It will complete the whole step and generates the whole idea for you. I think it's a bit slow, right? But bear with me. Okay, we'll come back and take a look at that report. Okay, then the next one is the map chart. This is mostly curated for people in the GIS field, right? We have a sample you can always use here to, like, maybe when you're using the user manual to interact with it. But for the meantime, let's say I want to use my own personal map. I don't want to use it. You can use images with coordinates or images without coordinates. So let's say I decided to just come here. I look at the demo file. I choose this image. I'm gonna upload it. So you see the map charts support question and answer for geological maps, and you can always extract the latitude and longitude coordinates and the legends of the map. And you can also ask it to explain map. These are like some basic function, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you always have to just click here. You can always ask what you're curious about. You can write whatever here. It can try to explain, but for demo purposes, let's say I want to do some point extraction. This is the map itself. So as we can see here, wait, okay. Now I want to extract some points. We can see this green, right? It's a Triassic rock distribution. And we can see this other one is a granite, right? So let's click on a granite and see, you see this, like a ink, you see the point is here. It's already show you the latitude and longitude here, and also it shows you the legend. The legend properties is a granite. Okay, and let's click on the green one. Yeah, the Triassic. Okay, I click on this one also. You see Triassic rock distribution, it gives you the legend properties. Then after you finish, you can always select and export and then download. This is just like how to extract. But if you want it to explain, provide a text description of the image, it can go ahead and do that. Or you, like I said, you always have, you are the master, you can always ask it whatever you want. Possibly maybe I don't understand the Western Belt, you can ask, or it's very close to Thailand here. So it gives you some information here. The map does not have any specific title. Indeed, it's true. There is no title here, but GeoGPT can help you generate a suitable title, geological map of Peninsular Malaysia and surrounding areas. Yeah. So this is generally what it does. We just stop the chat here. And in terms of like the map chart, let me see if the report is already ready. Oh. Okay, it's still generating. Maybe it's because I left it. Okay, so we have. Okay, so we can also do some without, let's say I decide to choose this one. This is the one without coordinates, right? You can go ahead also and try to do legend extraction, whatever you need out of the map, or provide a text description, or like I said earlier on, you can always ask questions with regards to the map or a particular set of area and prompt the GeoGPT to help you to analyze the map. So this is the map chart function, and we have what we call the map generator. Here also mostly you need to upload your own data, but for just to give users a general overview of how to use it and make it more simplistic, you can always click on any of these files. You can upload your own data, But here, let's see how the map generator works. We have functions like it can help you to change the title, help you to change the legend information, and also help you to change even the background information. This is the data being uploaded, right? So let's say now I want to do something here. Honestly, I don't like the background basement to territory, so I want to change it. So you can either write here what you want it to, you can either write what you need, or you can just, here we provide several sets of prompts just for demonstration purposes. So now, as we can see, it's setting the background basement to a territory. It's already done. You can modify, or maybe I don't need this. You can delete, you can edit, you can add what you need for it to be done. Then, okay, I want to do this. Let me just continue. So now it's gonna modify the background. Let's pay attention to the color and the background here. We're gonna see it will change. You can even change the title. Sometimes you see it already changes, and sometimes maybe you want to change the title. You don't like the title. You can just prompt it. Also, it can help you to change the title. Yeah, and you can always save. That's because that is one of the, it's a very good function you want when you do something, not to just screenshot. So this is the function of the map generator. We also have what we call the 3D art. Let me just see if my report is ready. Okay, it's still taking some time. Sometimes it takes time. Okay, this is the 3D art. Maybe you want to interact with this. You can always zoom and zoom in, zoom out. Here, the data. For instance, I want to see the, let's say the magnetic map of the wall. I just click on this and then observe what it does. You see, it changes. Now you can see the magnetic map of the wall. Okay, I don't want this. Later, we're gonna provide more functions. Let's say the historical water quality of Poyang. Poyang is all located here in China, so possibly we need to, for you to see the effects, you might go to where China is. You see, so you see. So you can always put your own in your own database. You add what you want and try let it locate in the global map. Yeah. So this is the map generator. I don't know how much time I have, and we also have some more better tools later, because now we are trying to design an agent where it can be your own personal assistant to do a whole lot of bunch of tasks for you. You just need to prompt it, and then you sit there and wait, and it does the whole thing for you. It goes combine all the tools and try to search and go where it needs to go to get some information for you. Then finally, it gives you what you want. We've already covered the idea generator, and this is the knowledge graph. Still in process. Okay, I think I've used up some amount of time. I want to see if this report is finished or not. Not yet. Maybe it's because it's a bit slow. Okay, so since it's an interactive demo session, I think it doesn't need to take a long time. Dr. Harari, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we can entertain some questions, and yeah, if somebody has some questions, and I think we've already shown almost all the capabilities of what
On the menu,
GeoGPT,
all right.
yeah, can do. Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor. So I think some of question, Prof. Cheng already answered, but maybe some of them not yet. But I'd like to open to participant to unmute if they have a very quick question, and then you can unmute. Please, anyone that would like to ask question, or maybe we miss your question in the chat box, you can unmute.
Okay, let me try to see some of them. Sure. Let's go over the questions, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Some of them, Prof. Cheng already answered.
In deep discovery, will it include inline citation to the sources with its uses for generating the text, like Wikipedia, or by paragraph like GPT does at present? What is limit for my library for us to upload the document? Okay, if I can recall from if Zelina, right? Zelina Ibrahim. I think deep discovery also is like deep research. It does give you the references where it gets the information, but maybe it might not cite directly where this information is extracted. It just gives you the reference of where it collects this information. You can see in the sources. Let me just go back to, let me see. I think I can go back to, please summarize. I think I should have. These are all. Tell me something. Okay. Okay, so as you can see here, it specifically shows you the sources of where it collects the information, and it also gives you the activity, like for everything it does, where it collects what paper it reads or what it does. So I think, yeah, I am not very familiar with currently what ChatGPT does. Yeah. And the other thing with what is limit for my library? My library, I think you can upload as much as 100 megabyte. Let me just try to upload so you can see. Yeah, each file must be under 100 megabytes. Upload limit is 100 files at a
Right.
time. Well, specifically, I haven't tried like how many document, because sometimes document depends on the size, right? For instance, if you can see here, we have this size. This is very relatively small. This is like relatively big, and this is relatively big. This is relatively small. So it depends on your document type. Yeah. So Zalina, I hope that answers your question. Besides, okay, I think I need to go over these questions slowly. Dr. Harar, can you help me to go through the questions?
Yeah, I'm also now quite confused. A lot of questions, so means this topic
Okay.
very interesting. I allow all the participants to unmute if they realize that we not answer any question. I think from
Okay.
Farisha Irdina, Doctor, can we integrate GIS to the GeoGPT? I think maybe Prof Cheng already answer, right?
Hmm.
It should
Yeah, I think
can
Paris
be right.
also said, is there a limit to how much storage space megabytes is available for us to upload document? Yeah, I think there's a limit, but I am not very sure about how many. So far, they said 100 megabytes at a time. So I don't know like how much document itself. Yeah, Professor Chen already answered that. Does it understand data? And okay, yes, Professor Chen also answered that. Okay, let me go down. See, sorry to disturb. How transparent and accurate GeoGPT analytic output compared to traditional models methods in geospatial research? And what are the implications for validating research findings and building trust in AI-driven insights within the academic community?
So
How
the key is
transparent?
trust, right?
How transparent and accurate actually, that's why GeoGPT try as much as possible to provide you the references of where it gets its information. And like we've told you guys, we fine-tune this model on open data, open science data concentrated mostly for the geosciences. So I believe most of the things it gives, and because we want to try as best as possible to avoid so much hallucinations. So it's on you also as a user. We often say responsible use of AI is to whatever it generates to you, you always have to cross-check. That is the most responsible way because it's generating stuff. And
Yeah.
most of it can be very accurate, but it always depends on you because you are the master of AI. AI is not the master of you. Yeah. So what are the
Double check,
implications?
double check.
Yeah. Can we upload current data and ask it to develop a spatial map at different depth contour? Zalina Ibrahim, sorry, maybe I might be limited in knowledge with regards to geospatial, but you can have a try. You can have a try of it. And if you think it doesn't do what exactly you want, you can always contact the GeoGPT team for further collaboration. Maybe this can be a research direction for you and a research thing, an opportunity to collaborate with the GeoGPT team, because I myself am AI engineer. Yeah, so you can have a try. Maybe I've never tried it before, but possibly it will work because we'll try as best as possible for GeoGPT to be able to serve the geosciences field well. Besides extracting coordinates from an uploaded image of a map via the map chart capability, does GeoGPT have the ability to redigitalize the image and output a georeference shapefile representative of the map, kind of doing the reverse of map generator functionality? For it again, just like how I answered to Zalina, I've not tried it yet, but I guess it should. Yeah, I believe in my tool. So you can have a try again to do this. And if you think it doesn't perform it well, it's also a further thing you can collaborate and talk with the GeoGPT team. We encourage open collaboration. We encourage ideas, and this tool is for you, is for us, it's for the community. Okay. Some of the questions I think Professor Chen has already answered, right? Hello, can the GeoGPT help interpretation of geographic survey such as ERIT and IP data? I'm also not very conversant with that field. And Rhino, hi, yeah. We can have a try, yeah, and give us some feedback. Yeah, so far those are the questions, right? Hello?
Yeah, I think so, Dr. Jawad.
Yeah.
So I also share your email with Prof if they have more question after this, and then they can connect with both of you.
Okay. Any
And
further
share back
question?
the attendance form. Maybe Atira will share again the attendance form. Anyway, for ladies and gentlemen, our session today in Zoom, and also we have live in Facebook, and also we will get the permission from speaker every time we conduct the session to post in our YouTube also. So later maybe Atira or myself will share the link to GSM website or YouTube and others channel. So I still would like to open to others if you want to directly communicate with Prof Chen and Dr. Jaward Bah. You can unmute to ask any question, please. So the attendance form, Atira already shared again. Atira, maybe if you have enough time, you can share the link to our Facebook and YouTube channel. Prof Chen, you have anything else to say? We have ample time because our schedule today it should be start 10 a.m. until 12 in KL time, but now 11:23 or 11:30 now, so we have ample time. You want to say anything else?
Yes, we are very happy to have this chance and also many interesting questions. So I would like to say just GeoGPT is still in under the developing. We will update the model and include more functions. And this function, these important issues should be connected with the geoscientists requirements. So we are very open and happy to cooperate with all of the attendants, all of the experts attending these meetings. So if you have any suggestions, you wanted to know how GeoGPT can solve your problem, just send us email or your proposals. As I show in the cooperation case, we will already work with some professors like Professor Jim and Professor Max. We also wanted to find cooperation with you if you can have some very interesting topics. Like someone mentioned in the questions how GIS can connect to GeoGPT. As I said, GIS, we are working with it, working with a GIS team in China, how GIS and GeoGPT can connect together. And I think you also have another suggestions how GeoGPT to support your own researches. So this suggestion, these ideas will be very important for us to further improve the model, to further improve the tools. And someone asked how the GeoGPT can connect to some traditional tools. As I mentioned, now we have the MCP. MCP is the agent-to-agent communication and communication protocols. So if the previous tool software can be connected to the MCP, then this tool can connect to the large language model. So together, so in the future, agent-based solution will be very important because the agent can understand your requirements and can do the planning, can do the memory, and also can do the informations. So I think in the future, many agents will be connected together. So in our GeoGPT also have the agent builder. For agent builder means the geoscientists can develop their own agent to solve the problems. And we, as shown in the demos, Jaward show many of the functions in the demo. So in the systems, some functions, some agent needed to be opened by email. So if we wanted to using more functions, you can send us email, we can open it. And for the normal, we already have like a map chat, read extractors to support the normal users. So we are very happy with the openings. So welcome contributions. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, Prof. So, Dr. Jaward Bah, you have anything else to say before we end our session?
Yeah, just one or two things to add on to what Professor Chen have said. I think Professor Chen have already elaborated and told everyone what we look forward to. We hope that from the Geological Society in Malaysia, we can have some kind of like a very good cooperation, so we can have some meaningful interaction, and you can also contribute to GeoGPT. And we are here also to serve you, and you're also here to serve us. So it's a community. Yeah, so that is all I want to say, and I encourage everybody to use the tool more. And another thing also, try as best as possible if you can, because knowledge is meant to be shared. And when you share knowledge, you have blessings from it, and it's also good. So we don't keep it to ourselves. You share to other universities, you share to other people around you, and make sure that they have something to help them and make their studies and life much easier, not so much troubling. Yeah, so share this information, share the link to other people to sign up, and let them feel free to use, and let them feel free to contact us. They can always contact Professor Chen because he's the leading this group, and he hoped that we have like a very strong collaborative opportunity. And I think it's a very big chance. Yeah, thank you. That's all I want to say. And thank you to everybody that's participated, taking your time to be here. We are really grateful for that, and we hope we have a brighter future all together.